If I can just get you to say a yes or a no, did you ever have a conversation with this woman at any time about an abortion?
No.
Did you ever, to your knowledge, give money to pay for the cost of an abortion?
No.
Is she lying?
Yes, she's lying. Yeah, she's lying. Yes, she's lying.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Simple Shit TV. I'm your host, Alvin Holden, also known as Project 8020. Now look, in today's video, all I want to do is give Herschel Walker an opportunity to answer a couple of questions. Could he be lying? Maybe, but they give everybody else the benefit of the doubt, so why not give him the benefit of the doubt? I will start this by saying I don't necessarily agree with Herschel Walker's politics. He said himself that he isn't the most intelligent man. I have not listened to him extensively, but what I will say is this. Anytime a melanated man gets up in front of a microphone or a camera and takes a stance one way or another, he is open to be criticized by any and everybody in any and every kind of way. There are allegations that come out from everywhere, usually having to do with a woman, and he is relentlessly crucified regardless of any proof of anything, purely on an allegation. So I reserve my right to not form an opinion about him and or speak ill will of this man publicly until I know the facts. And if I never know the facts, then that just means I'm never going to form an opinion, or at least never speak about it publicly. But he did do this interview and he did speak on it and he answered the questions directly. People have lied in front of cameras before, but I'm going to go ahead and take his word.
But they still ran with it. And so I said, that's not true. I would say that's a lie. I call it a lie. And right now, I said, I'm going to go back to campaigning. And people can continue to do whatever they want with the story.
If I can just get you to say a yes or a no, did you ever have a conversation with this woman at any time about an abortion?
No.
Did you ever, to your knowledge, give money to pay for the cost of an abortion?
No.
Is she lying?
Yes, she's lying. Yeah, she's lying. Yes, she's lying.
And there you have it. So, at a time where it's pretty easy to hit somebody with a defamation, it's for, I don't know whether, once again, he said, she said, whether there's proof or not, who knows? I think a lot of these people are talking about being very hypocritical about, whether or not he did or didn't pay for an abortion or whether the woman had or had an abortion. I just don't feel like it's like anybody's business. People are capable of changing political parties. People are capable of changing their gender. People are capable of changing their opinions or their attitudes or their stance on X, Y, or Z. So if the man back in the day had a, what do the girls say? He had an accident or an oops. If they had an oops and he helped her handle it, if anything, he should be applauded because he helped the woman out. But somehow, some way, when he does it at this particular time, it's a bad idea, or it's a knock on his character somehow. The hypocrisy is just oozing out of this whole situation, and all of this looks a lot like a pretty clear hit piece on a melanated man. And like I said, I don't particularly agree with his politics or everything that he stands for politically at this moment in time, but I know that he was a great athlete at one point. I know he's a black man. I know he's successful. He kept himself out of relative trouble for the most part, even though it was probably most likely really easy for us to get into trouble. He's managed to keep himself out of it. And so I'm inclined to believe what he has to say, and this most likely is exactly what it looks like, which is some sort of a political hit piece. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Form your own opinions. Hit me in the comments to Herschel Walker for sitting in that pocket and taking these bows and these arrows, and these bullets. He absolutely positively doesn't need to be. I don't know what his motivation is, but props to him. So Erykah Badu said it best. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit, and I'll holler at you at the next one. Peace. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all